Forge God. And we are seeing exactly what EDG did against Vici. This was the composition Vici struggled with, where all you do is this as OMG. Zika's trying to trade to push this wave back out, but unfortunately for him, it just gives more opportunity for Icon to whittle away his health bar, and with that pushing lane, Hacker will pick up the first round.
He is the franchise player alongside Colt, the two longest staying members. Icon is that mid laner that people look at, and he can be great or he can be bad. Let's find out which one it is, because the Emperor's Divide flash away. Here comes the Charger down. And First Blood, finally a reprieve for Zika mid.
And he's actually manages to juke that one out. Still though, OMG have got control of River, and this is the big test for me. How do OMG work this composition? Zeke Curse has already wandered down. They want to make sure the group is 5 here.
Teleport in from the backside. That's going to be Cube running in. Ike just steals it away. Point blank, Maestro's back in onto Icon in the backline. The Wombo enabled the Azir, shuffled back in a choke, but Ike's is already through. Cube follows suit, and OMG decide to group up in the face of danger. Cube still healthy enough to continue his pursuit as Icon pokes from range, but they've got Hacker under their thumb with a nice face breaker. The juicy kill, in fact 2 in the fight, goes to Zika with Maestro. He's pulled out the conducting piece of wood. Whatever it is iBoy is going to be turned on, but Severum keeps it alive long enough to do some damage down. Ike starts chasing through, becomes a bit messy, but Curse will be the first to drop, and Icon follows suit. 6-1 on the kills, and Vici take pretty much ahead at 15 minutes. All of a sudden, as Icon shouldn't be here anymore. Ike's on the wing, the barrel, the chains connect. Hex Flash over the wall, ulti in, and Zika picks up 4 more stacks. This is getting out of hand.
It is getting...
Ike has Hex Flash again. He wasn't spotted out. Curse is very far forward. The ward will see him first. Mantra not available. Or rather, the Inspire is what I was talking about. Going to get the health back with the Focus Resolve. Shield with the movement speed, but Zika's on his way. Stop giving him stacks. He's 6-0-1.
He's 17 stacks.
Even up in CS still. At least he's maintaining that fact.
Yeah, Zika getting a little bit of revenge for the laney phase from earlier on. He's looking pretty happy.
Dude, he's got 6,300 gold. Red buff was actually secured by Hacker, but we go back to mid because Zika's going to be jumping in again onto Icon, who just gets ultied and dies. This time iBoy gets the kill credit, but 2 more stacks go through as a flash for flash. Maestro makes SMLZ.
And here's the thing, Vici can go have Zika playing a side lane for a few minutes where he just shoves out a wave, gets it into a nice spot, and then come back and kill SMLZ.
Dagda. If Zika's on the map, we got to get ready for me chasing this down. And again, put the turret down. I don't think it's going to matter. The shuffle through. Zika over. Icon does a good job surviving for so long, but sharing the love while Hacker gets barely low as well. Walk away from this, but Vici not saying die. Once again, the arrow flies out. iBoy goes forward. Curse in a very dangerous position. Dredge line out too far. But Zika's going to be joining the play. And now OMG, I'm not sure if it's safe.
You can see Curse holding on to the empowered ability. Not sure what the story is. Wants to make sure Zeke isn't going to catch him out. But look, you've got so many members of OMG stuck underneath this tower. Look at where Cube is. Cube is taking a structure in the bottom lane.
And Ike's is ready to come on in. While Cube picks up that. Inner turret mid's going to drop too. Vici's gold lead going to extend to about 8,000. And even Sora takes so much from a single Q. This needs a miracle from OMG. Vici have to throw this in the bin for them to get anywhere near a Game 1 win. Backing there was not the move. Nice lens from Zika. Max stacks on this point. They're 1 step away from breaking the base of OMG and moving this to a 10k gold lead.
But there's no...
Zika's ready for the flank as pulls on back. The Mantra shield out once again. Ike has found Sora through a choke is where they are. Icon on the backside, but Zika runs in. The Enchanted Arrow connects, but the rest of Vici are still pretty fed as the Emperor's Divide won't do anything. They walk through it, and Vici had this fight from the get-go. It only took a while for them to secure as a TP cuts off, and Zika onto Icon once again. Icon, good night. As that's the way this game's going to end.
And here's that wave we were talking about in the bottom lane. Vici will go and collect. They can push in, no problem. There's 20-second death timers on anyone on OMG.
Icon not up for 35 to assure the fact that Zika running forward, Curse dodging away. And this game was competitive for 10 minutes, but then a LeBlanc got fed, and that was all she wrote. Vici with a 28-minute win against OMG in game number 1, and a 9-0 LeBlanc with full Magi stacks. That does one hell of amount of damage.
And we said we wanted to see how Vici would try and fight against OMG.
I mean, we just got the same champion pool, honestly.
I mean, look, it's a solid threat here. You can play pretty well against these here.
Got it out on the bottom side, lenses that one away. Good connection here from Sora. Even SMLZ for the follow-up. As High Noon Center helps push the wave. Junglers are going to beef a bit here, though, Dagda.
Sora and SMLZ, though, have some control here. iBoy with that volley, though, will shove in this bottom side, but Hacker's here first.
iBoy steps forward. The death sentence does land, or rather, it was the follow-up from the center. Excuse me, iBoy is the target by Hacker. Chops into him, but under the turret, it'll be a one-for-one trade. Everyone's teleported in. Curse running away. Zika getting low into the Shroud. While Icon didn't join this play, and Zika almost died because of it.
But that's fantastic news for OMG. They traded control of that top wave for Cube, but it looks like they want to go for gank.
Yeah, they want to kill Curse before anyone else gets up here. Javelin Toss does connect this time, and Curse is just dead. Bit of burst hit from the Fiendish Codex on lanes. Curse going to contest, though. Icon hasn't actually backed. Walking into the river. Hacker's going to be stopped. The Tempered Fate onto the Herald. Curse is running in first. Hacker for the steal. It is going to be secured by Ikes, though, but they have to pick it up. A two-man searing charge. The ult from Hacker. Ikes flashes away. The Herald hasn't been picked up until Maestro sacrifices his life for it with one auto from Sora. 3 versus 5. Hacker low, but iBoy even lower. Over the wall goes Zika. And this is messy. Perfect execution doesn't get him out. The exhaust, even under turret, he has to flash away. While SMLZ runs forward, it's good kiting, but there's no threat of a kill. OMG. Still starting this off. Cube walking down, Dagda.
Yeah, Curse is trying to do the same, though. You still have teleport here for the top laners, but may have to be burnt here by Curses.
Yep. Maestro locked down. Hacker in the pit, though. VG grouped as 5. Soulflare slows him down. The Tempered Fate will lock down the backline. Hacker runs in first. Low health bar on Maestro as Curse now finally joins the fray. And this is just messy from Vici. iBoy will burn the same flash, but Icon should be able to poke him, even if they don't kill him. At the end of the day, you're like, whatever. They kill him. They also get the dragon, and we might be going to a game 3.
Yeah, a 2,000 gold lead already going for this third dragon. Zeke in a relatively good spot here as well, where he can flank, but low on energy, so we'll need an extra couple of seconds to try and set himself up.
But we're definitely fighting here, Dagda. Just in what terms? 4 versus 5, as Zika coming in for the flank. Sora spots him out. The dragon does go down to OMG. Double searing charge. They are 4 versus 5ing this. Maestro's left in the pit by himself. Low health bars. And how the hell did Vici lose that with a numbers advantage? Zika getting chased down by the bear. Ikes is the cougar. And as we all know, bears greater than cougars. Ace, OMG, taking us to number 3.
And Icon coming out of that looking so damn good. That Emperor's Divide shut down the dive potential between Zika and Cube. Bought OMG enough time to turn that one around, and iBoy unfortunately wasn't in a position where he could actually try and deal enough damage. And OMG turned around a 4 versus 5, and they get the dragon.
Yes, they did. The belt in the back room. Koma's like, well, I'm glad I wore my tight, my loose pants today to take off this big one, as Ike just caught out for some reason, and you know what? Zika probably needs to run as well. This is OMG's turret now.
Yeah, and this is OMG's map right now. Like, this is the team that scales late, that does better when we get to the 25-30 minute mark. They're the ones with 3 dragons. They're the ones with the gold lead. Like, this is not looking good at all for Vici. And I mean, look, as much as you're saying, look, Volibear that has a no magic mantle and some Murder Blade. Like, that's not a huge amount of magic resist, and Ike's completely useless.
Here we go. Soulflare into the back line. This could be Vici's chance. The Call of the Forge God going to lay it down as well. Curse only hits 1 with that, but Cube getting low. He tried his hardest, and OMG didn't really take much damage in that fight. Cube is running for his life, but Hacker on patrol. And SMLZ will take him down. You got a Baron. It's not one of them, but LNG recently against JDG as iBoy is just caught out. What is he doing here? Well, Maestro's going to flash, and will he die? Yes, he will, because that's just so easy. Solar Flare over the wall, and Hacker kills him. Zika comes on in. But even versus 3, Ike's getting taken down. They're just too far ahead. Call the Forge God does too much damage, and Zika will escape. But look at this. From far range, the Dawning Shadow is SMLZ's goodnight kiss. And that kiss was not sloppy. The beautiful kiss, excuse me. It was a sloppy one from Vici. It's Grandma's kiss from Vici, and boy, oh boy, is there saliva on their face.
I don't know where to go.
I don't know, but the smorgasbord, where does it go from here,
into Grandma's kiss, into OMG, picking up their first victory in this series, and looking pretty good for us.
Yep, Icon flashes away from the ult from Sora. iBoy 0-6. Never again. I think the Callista was open for the first time in a long time. Maybe they should have taken, but I don't know. I'm a play-by-play. I'm here to hype this up, and let me just say, OMG good, Vici bad. Game 3 incoming, and that is it.
One of our teams will be sad by the end of this because both of them are very much looking to... Oh, hang on.
Let's see. I mean, this game's over at this point. Just kill Zika and get on with it. Nexus exposed. And, oh my god, if it didn't end there, I think I would have just put down the headset and we would have gone from there. But
fights is going to be really, really tough. You already have to deal with this kkoma who's going to be able to use the Riley's Crystal Scepter and this long-range poke to be a nuisance for you in the backline, which is relatively short range. Now you've got this Orianna hitting you at this pace because you've still got at least SMLZ who's looking to scale, but as I say that, Hacker...
Oh, flash play, and Hacker's going to flash in as well. Late from iBoy, the shield that comes through is enough, and iBoy kiting back, but it's way too late. Maestro might have to accept his fate as well as a flash back up. Sorry, flight. Maestro's dead, SMLZ gets a kill, and that's a whoopsie. But a good game.
They're going to get the Dragon out of this as well. So SMLZ gets this lovely back now where he'll be able to finish that last chapter, which means that then he'll be... Okay. It's fun, yeah. But either way, OMG are the ones that are going to pick up this Dragon for themselves. There's 2 Dragons going across, and I honestly thought that maybe Vici would have been able to make something happen here.
Have to walk into them.
Zika hasn't quite been able to land the poke though, and as long as OMG get vision for SMLZ, he can really hurt right now.
Maestro went a bit too far forward. He's going to get hooked in, goes golden in the nick of time. I'll call the Force God layers down onto 3. Searing charge with the follow-up as well. Cube's ulti, and iBoy's ulti was quite massive, sorry, as Maestro lives for now. The poke from SMLZ in the back line. Sora even has to flash at the end of the play. Somehow Maestro lived. Somehow Vici won the fight as Icon walking in here into iBoy. He's had a great series, Dagda, but that was just not good.
It really wasn't, and with Vici's 2 carries surviving on what's a lot of HP compared to anyone else in this game, Vici will be able to turn towards this dragon and start their conquest of the Ocean Dragons.
I'm waiting for that fight, and OMG walking into them. Dragon going over to Vici Gaming. 3 more to go for them.
And a weird the Banshee's Veil that he's decided to opt towards instead, trying to avoid some of the poke from Zika. But if Vici turned directly towards this dragon as it spawns, or at least get control of this river, Icon will be a little bit late to this play.
Forefront of this comp.
So yeah, no real damage being able to turn back and forth. Vici now will get their 3rd dragon of the game, and SMLZ, like, he's got enough items. It's just
the battle cast, yeah. As Ike's going to be hooked in, played in, but he's very tanky. Subjugate not available. It might not even be needed as Curse going to be locked down as well with the Gravitum. The poke is massive and Curse is not strong enough. As Ike survives, so does Maestro. 4 versus 5, the re-engage. The cameraman flips out because Cube is onto the backline versus 4. Searing charge not needed yet. There's 5 versus 4 now. The real a bit of sustain. 20 seconds till the Ocean Soul comes up, Daggy.
There is the opportunity here for Vici to just run towards Baron, or just apply some pressure to Hacker. SMLZ with this blue buff is a serious nuisance though.
Oh god.
Look at all these arcane barrages that are coming out.
God, look at iBoy's Shuriken's call. The Forge God comes in. OMG almost dead before the fight begins. Goodbye to Hacker. They stood there for a while. Shockwave's great, but iBoy doesn't get hit by it as Maestro is the trade-off. Their sentence lands, but Sora low while Zika hitting off the side. Curse can't get in. iBoy says, howdly doodly. Feels like Curse is nothing at all. Over the wall, he'll survive for now, but onto the Dragon while Sora gets burst down. Icon doesn't have a Shockwave anymore, and all they have to do is kill with Zika. As the zone control there, 2-man Gravitum. Icon cleanses away, flashes forward. Zika almost kills the yucky dog. and walking away OMG. They're going to give away the Ocean Soul. Zeke is going to nail down here and let OMG know that there's no place like home. Here comes iBoy, cats out. Forward goes Curse, and SMLZ cancels his back. Icon might actually get his through. No! Searing charge connects, and now all in the bin. Just like the fight, and just like the game.
Ocean Soul for Vici, they're going to start pushing. And finally, it looks like Vici, although they didn't have the game that they would have wanted to from game number 2, looking very confident again.
Now, a lot of the audience feel like it's only a 3k gold lead, but look at the ornaments, look at the Ocean Soul on an Aphelios, and look at these death timers. Of course, they're going to be running it in. Gold won't matter anymore if you have a dead Nexus, and you know what? Doesn't matter. We won. That's what Vici Gaming will scream as well, as to their deaths they die. And this game number 3 was a long wait, but we got to a good Vici fight. They did play out the final moments well, and they do get a crucial win to net them 6-6.
As you say, Vici Gaming now sitting 6-6, but unfortunately for OMG, that puts them at 3-9.
Probably screwed.
And as we said later on today, FPX now holds the fate of OMG in their hands. If FPX win in